me like a woman. Don't treat me like a man. Don't treat me like you know me. Treat me for just who and what I am. Don't treat me like a woman. Don't treat me like a man. Don't treat me like you know me. Just treat me for who and what I am.
Time. Okay, sorry, Booker T. Of the Wrestling Gremlins podcast. I'm here, always with Nick. I am Bobby.
Woo!
What's going on, everybody? I guess we'll start off today with some really somber news. I think for wrestling, it's a huge loss. I think she did a lot of things for women's wrestling, back in the 90s and 2000s. But Chyna passed away a couple days ago. And that's it was a pretty brutal loss. What's your thoughts on this?
It was an unexpected one, that was for sure.
Yeah.
Coming off this week of death, feel kind of sad. We had to do two shows where we have to open up with they're dying. But Chyna, I mean, she has a lot of firsts, man. There was something different about her. She didn't look like a normal women's wrestler. She looked like a bodybuilder. She was a monster. I mean, in the best way form of wrestling speak.
Yeah.
I'm not calling her a monster. That's just. But I don't know. She was kind of like when they did her little video tribute today. I was watching it and I was like, damn, dude, she did all of that. Like, she was the only woman to ever hold the Intercontinental title, the purple version.
That's another big loss. It kind of sucks because like it almost overshadowed Chyna's death with Prince dying in the same day. Oh yeah, I'm not taking anything away from Prince. Yeah, you and me are both huge Prince fans. We both like Prince a lot, and yeah, it was funny because I remember where I was when Michael Jackson died. I was at the Gremlin Manor back in Campbell, and I woke up and everybody's like, dude, you hear the news? I'm like, no, I'm hungover. What? Michael Jackson died. And I'm like, okay, well, we better go to the store and get more booze and listen to Michael Jackson all day. And actually, I like Michael Jackson. I mean, Michael Jackson's good. I think he's the only one you can actually compare to Prince, for that, because how big they were. Maybe Elvis, like.
No, I went with Princess Diana. Really?
I was talking about music-wise.
That was just me. I'm just talking about impact on the world-wise, but sidetracked on the poor Chyna. I mean, see, she's even overshadowed here.
Yeah, I stopped when I heard Prince died. I was like, what the fuck? And I was watching the Sharks game, and yes, we beat the Kings. So, yeah, fuck you, Kings. But I was done watching the game, and I had a Bleacher Report on my phone, and it says former WWE woman, and that was it. It didn't say anything, so I was like, I didn't think anything of it. And soon as I was done, reading it, like, I clicked it after the Sharks game, and it said Chyna died, and I'm like, holy shit! So I called you. Yeah, I mean, what was your favorite things of Chyna? Like, what was the things you remember the most fondly about her?
Her dick punching everybody with a forearm, just fucking boom.
I'm gonna do a few comparisons. Like, who do you think would win in a match of certain things? Like, say like Chyna versus Nicole Bass, because they're both bigger ladies. But I'm gonna ask you the first one first. Okay, here it is. Who gives a better crotch shot, Chyna or The Undertaker? I don't know.
I love you, Undertaker, but I mean, unless he's kicking him in the dick. If he's kicking him in the dick, it's The Undertaker, because Chyna was all about that bestial iron forearm. I think they even gave her an arm brace too that had an iron pipe in the arm brace for her to dick punch somebody.
It's a minor thing, but one of my favorite things that Chyna used to get involved with is when her and Stone Cold Steve Austin were in the ring. That's when I'm not for women violence at all. I'm very anti-women violence. But when it comes to wrestling and it's Chyna, it was cool to see her get stunnered. You know what I mean? Everybody gets stunnered, and she stands there like, I'm hella badass, and all of a sudden, she gets flipped off and stunnered too, like she's just anybody else. I mean, I always remember that.
No, I saw
everybody
Linda
back
McMahon
then
took
took a
a
stunner.
stunner. Come on. Anybody can take
But yeah,
one.
like her winning the Intercontinental belt was cool.
Um,
Anything she did with that whole like Good Housekeeping with Jeff Jarrett was cool. Um,
yeah, what was it? The Good Housekeeping match, because Jarrett was like a
yeah,
sexist piece of shit, and was like, she's only good to be in the kitchen. So they had a kitchen match, and if I remember right, she beats him with a
I'd have to
fucking
rewatch
cake
the
to the
match, but
face.
doesn't sound too off.
Like, yeah, because I know she hits him with a cake. I don't know if she hits him with a guitar at the end, but and then she won it. Her and
Yeah,
Jericho were
uh,
co-champions. But wait, so I
sure.
had a thought, and here's where my little light bulb went on. Chyna is the one and only female. Well, no, not anymore. I think there was one other. Didn't Big
Karma,
Kamala, not Kamala, but
Awesome Kong.
Karma? Didn't she enter the Rumble too?
Fuck. I'm not sure if Awesome Kong did it, but no, because you're
Okay.
forgetting
The only other
somebody. I'm
one I
not
would
sure if
think that
she
would do
did,
it.
but I think she did. Was Beth Phoenix?
She did enter the Rumble. So China's was
Yeah,
the first, but Beth Phoenix has also done it. That feels right. I don't know. Fucking
yeah.
somebody check my facts
Well,
and
don't
tell
worry.
me
You
I'm a
don't have a
stupid
Twitter. I
person.
do all the Twitter stuff, so they'll tell me how stupid I am, but through you. Yeah, so I'll get all the insults. It's okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry.
Yes,
I'll get the one getting
anonymity,
insulted for our stupidity.
anonymity.
Yeah, why not?
Well, it's fitting. Um, but I thought of something is if they wanted to, and this is me with the evil side of my brain, remove China from the history books. They give her the Hall of Fame, but they want to remove her name. Ms. Maurice shared an Intercontinental title, which then allows them to put the
Wow,
belt
that's
on another
actually thinking
woman.
outside the box. Maurice isn't that great of a
Fuckers.
wrestler. Like she's not the worst I've ever seen, but she's not great by far. You know, when they're having all these women wrestlers coming in like Sasha Banks and Charlotte and Becky Lynch and soon to be Bailey. You know what I mean, like you have people out there still like, Lana, and even though she's improved, and I'll be one of the people who don't shit on her as much as everybody else does, even though she's still really bad, is Eva Marie. She's learning. I
Learning.
mean, she's learning,
I
but
love.
like it's hard to put like a belt that prestigious on somebody who can't wrestle. If you like did it with Sasha Banks, you can get away with it. But yeah,
But you got to get it on the person.
what is
I mean, I don't see Sasha Banks beating the Miz. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. No matter how many people can walk all over him,
man going all the way
it,
from
it
beating
ain't going
John
to
Cena at
happen.
WrestleMania to losing losing to Sasha Banks? Yeah,
To
well,
losing
I
to
don't know. I think
Sasha
Sasha Banks right
Banks.
now is my favorite NXT. Well, not NXT, but WWE until Bailey shows up because Bailey's just. You can tell she gives a shit, and so does Sasha Banks. They both like seem like they really give a fuck about wrestling. It's not like you see Lana like, oh, I'm gonna just not give a fuck because I'm hot. You know what I mean? I can get away with it. It's like, no, dude, you don't care. You're not here for the right reasons. But I guess we should go back to China before we go into the next topic because talking about random booking, doesn't really pay homage to her. Yeah,
No, sorry, China.
I
You're
think it was
still not
Solo
here.
Monster who was talking about it. One of the podcasts I listened to, and he was saying that Triple H probably wouldn't have gotten over if it wasn't for China because he always links up with somebody. Have you noticed that? Because I didn't really think about it like that, but then when I heard it, I was like, wow, that does make a lot of sense. He had a few managers before China, then he had China and Shawn Michaels, then he went the DX, and then he was on his own for a little bit, and then he had not Legacy, but Stephanie. Then he had the
Stephanie,
Ministry, not the Ministry, but the corporate ministry when he was part of that. And then
corporate.
yeah, I believe he was.
Was he in the corporate
Yeah, the
ministry?
corporation.
Yeah, he was.
And then
Fuck.
after that, he made Evolution, and now the Authority.
Yeah, they talk about in that in the
Mhm.
amazing video of Wrestling Isn't Wrestling. They talk about how he basically was like, "Yep, I linked up, hopped on the
Is
back of
that the
everybody,
video where
and
they
played the
have the
system."
girls dressed as the wrestlers? Yeah, I saw that. That was actually really, really cool.
Yes, most brilliant.
Yeah,
Max Landis,
yeah,
you're a
that was funny.
genius. Please give me more. Just get John Cena in bad interviews,
uh, Robo Cena.
please. Um,
I was going to
do
ask
you
you
think she
that,
goes
and
to the Hall of Fame?
here's the reason I think it will happen now. I think it will happen because they have that's gonna be one because she can't embarrass anybody, and two, now they have so much pressure to put her in. You know, they have to do something. The fans are going to be pissed if they don't put her in the Hall of Fame because she's done more than Sonny has.
Well, do you know who's not in the Hall of Fame that they could loophole it? And I'm stealing this from some brilliant person wrote this on Cage Side Seats, but it makes beautiful sense in the worst ways. Putting in DX, because then she isn't going by herself.
I could see that.
She goes in with a
You
group.
mean, I guess then you can have Shawn
and then it puts Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
And then it can also do all the talking, the like, oh, this is for China, blah, 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 blah. But it makes them look good without them really giving a shit about it.
So I think that was the best way. But I feel like if they did that, the backlash would be it'd be a kind of one of those double-edged swords where they'd be like, oh, they did it, but everybody was kind of seen her entire career is kind of like, that's fucked up, dude. She did more than just you guys in a literal and figurative
Isn't it kind of funny that Triple H was banging Chyna for a while? And there's always that rumor that Shawn Michaels, while she was with Sonny, was still with Chris Candido, was banging Sonny. And they both made horrible porn.
They're trying to bury that fucker.
I'm going to be the anti-Triple H and unbury things.
Did you see they put up a video? WWE's liking to put up people's finishers in slow motion, which is either magical or kills the magic, because you see how they don't ever hit, and it's like, oh, they're slapping their chest, and he missed him completely. But they did the pedigree, and Dean Ambrose sells it like a fucking champ. Because he doesn't put the knee.
No, he's definitely a hardcore type of wrestler. Like, I mean, he can take a beating. Yeah, but I wish I'm sure he's bled enough in CCW. Like, he's fine. He doesn't need to bleed anymore. Yeah. I know you wanted to do the worst finisher of the night, and what was it?
You called it already.
The schoolboy roll up.
Schoolboy roll up. Fucking Sami Zayn gets roasted with.
I don't know. I'm not sure what's worse, that or Roman Reigns' spear after he gets distracted by Gallows and Anderson. Like,
how about just Roman Reigns promos? That was the worst finisher.
I don't know, man. Like, he's doing the whole Make-A-Wish thing. That seemed, I don't know. That kind of like bugged me the wrong way. Not because he did a Make-A-Wish, but then he came out and did like, oh, I'm such a good guy. Which behind the scenes, he probably is a cool dude. You know what I mean? He's like doing the Make-A-Wish, and that's awesome. But when the fans are booing you mercifully, like they're sitting there just booing the shit out of him, and then he's like taking time, like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm doing all this cool charitable shit, and then all of a sudden he's still getting booed right after. It just, I don't know, it just seems kind of wonky to me.
I don't know what they're. I don't know. I feel like they're trying to put Roman Reigns over the heel, and I'll get to. I think mine. I mean,
rest in peace.
We miss you. We love you.
Oh my god! Fucking A, man. We're trying to be classy and do the right thing, and you just had to fuck it up in one sentence, huh? One word, not even a sentence. One word. Rest in pieces. Jesus Christ, man. I just wanted to draw out the light because I thought it was kind of funny, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we do call ourselves gremlins, so we're tasteless people.
Rest in peace, Chyna.
I love you.
Yes, the proper terminology.
Yes.
But yeah, let's get into like the real what's going down and shit, man. Like Roman Reigns still is getting booed. So
yeah, people still hate Roman Reigns. They hated him before the show even started.
Nope, no one wants it.
Roman Reigns like, nope.
So
nobody wants you.
No.
Not even the
When
Usos.
are they going to have that? Like, if the Bullet Club, I'm still going to call them the Bullet Club until they give them a real fucking name besides Gallows and Anderson. So now,
I think their name has like a numeral thing. If you notice their pads on their pants, it said like GB4-3.
I don't know. That might have something to do with some back in the day shit too that I'm just not too up to date on. But yeah, like you said you've written down all the things for Payback, correct?
Yeah, as far as what I can tell.
Okay, well, let me finish this up and we'll get into that.
The card.
when do you think we're gonna actually see AJ with the Bullet Club versus the Usos and Reigns? Do you think it's not gonna happen, or do you think it will?
Roman Empire.
Mm-hmm.
They're going with Roman. I'm telling you this.
So
They're going with Roman. They're playing up this friendship way too much. Now, unless AJ can be a heel, which I maybe is better than him as a face.
I don't think there's
but
enough
there's too many
heels, to be
fucking
honest.
heels
Like
right now.
good heels. If you can get real good heels, I don't think there's enough of it. I think Kevin Owens might be one of the only true good heels. You mean who actually steps in the ring? You know, Stephanie and Triple H are good at talking shit to the crowd. You know what I mean? That's what they basically want. Yeah,
God,
I can see why the Hartford Whalers left Hartford if they're fucking Stephanie's like, you know, the chosen daughter. Yeah, fuck this,
I'm the
dude. We're
daughter
going
of
to
Hartford. We're
Carolina.
out. Bye.
Yeah, even the Whalers left.
That bitch.
But yeah, like they're good on the mic to talk shit, but that's also not selling tickets. You know what I mean? Like they're not there to do that. People want to see Kevin Owens. No one wants to see the Authority. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people gave him shit, but I think Rollins was a good heel. He was fucking that slimy fucking heel. Like I liked it. But I mean, I think he's gonna come back as a face.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really worried about the
Rollins.
Reigns coming back or Rollins, whatever. Whatever, like the
Well, they're
Usos.
twins.
Which one's which?
Well,
Even
dude,
Michael
they're so
Cole
identical.
fucked it
It's
up
hard to
today.
fucking tell. I mean, the only way you can do it is they're
Like he even was like, "That's Jimmy. No, that's Jay."
yeah,
I
Uso
can't
1,
tell.
Uso
I was
2.
like, "Damn, dude, you see these guys every day."
Who's
No
harder to
shit, they just put
recognize?
numbers on their
Los
arms.
Matadores when they have the masks on, or the Usos? Yeah, man.
Usos,
That's
dude.
it's pretty hard to see who is. I mean, I know they have different tattoos, and that works. But I mean, I'm not staring at tattoos the whole match when they both have sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, let's go with Payback.
top
Let's
of the
do our
card,
predictions
really.
for Payback. Let's do it.
Oh, okay. We're doing Payback. All right. It's not going to be. I'm gonna try to do this as in order as what I think it's going to be. So, kickoff show is going to be Ryback, Kalisto, U.S. title.
I don't think anyone gives a shit about this match, and I think Ryback buried himself in that interview saying, "Well, I don't like where I'm at in the card, and if I can't work hard here and actually get ahead, I might go somewhere else." I think WWE personally did that to fuck with him. Like, "Oh yeah, you want to talk shit? We'll put you back on the fucking pregame, you know, pre-show."
Yeah, but
I picked him at
I
WrestleMania and I
picked Ryback.
fucking failed miserably. Um,
Basically went with
yeah.
not my gut
You're
feeling on
gonna go
all of these
Ryback?
picks. But well, okay. Let's say they saw the interview.
If we
Let's say
heard
they
about
did, and
it,
they
they
read
heard
about it.
about it.
Okay, let's give you some rope, and yeah. It's like, well, here's some rope. How do we put the belt on you? Do better. I mean, make him a heel. Give him the Ryback Open Challenge. I mean, even though that's
It can
Cena's
be
thing, but
anybody's.
make him
Yeah.
defend that motherfucker every week. Then
You know what?
let that
You know what they
belt
should have
bounce
done when
around.
John Cena was doing the Open
you know?
Challenge? They should have made that a new rule that it gets defended every Monday.
Yeah, that would have been great. At least then we would have had like something to look forward to. Okay, so Ryback Kalisto.
I'm gonna go
I
with
picked
Amanda.
Ryback.
I'm gonna
Amanda
choose
picked
Kalisto.
Kalisto.
Yeah, I'm going Kalisto on that.
All right.
This is a smash,
Baron
dude.
Corbin,
Smash
Dolph
hit
Ziggler.
with Corbin. He's just gonna crush him and smash and fucking. He's not gonna squash him. It's not gonna be like just a 2 minute match. But yeah, but
Just
no, it's
literally
gonna get
describe
bad.
descriptions
Like
of
I
it.
mean, it's gonna get bad, dude. Like Ziggler is gonna do
Do you think they stop the match?
maybe. I think he's gonna fuck him up on the outside of the ring and do the end of days. You mean I don't know. I just see you have to make him look like a beast. You brought him in. He's a big dude. He's everything Vince wants, basically. You know, I just see Corbin just going there and fucking Ziggler up. You know, he'll get his shots in. He'll probably hit a super kick or something, but he's not going to win. But the end of days is coming for that guy, and that's what's going to happen. I think Baron Corbin wins this.
Okay, so we're
You
unanimous.
know,
We've all
also
picked
too,
Baron
like you
Corbin.
said, you don't know how AJ would do as a bad guy. If you were doing TNA AJ Styles, I would. No, he was both.
He was a
He's
bad
on both,
guy.
but he sucked as a fucking heel. He was horrible in TNA as a heel. Like he was way better as a face. When he came out to be like, the whole Ric Flair, younger Ric Flair thing with Flair, it was shitty. It wasn't him. But when he was in New Japan, like he was a great heel. The whole Bullet Club faction with him there, like he was a good heel in my opinion. But yeah, continue with the payback. Sorry, I just wanted to get that out of the way. I forgot to tell you earlier.
No, I don't know. The thing is, like, about and if anything, they made the Roman Reigns match interesting,
They made
but
it
not for the title.
interesting for the other people besides Roman.
Yeah, everything else has stakes except for Roman Reigns. He'll keep his belt. It's probably gonna be a DQ.
Maybe. Do you see Balor getting involved in that or no? Because he was saying
Why?
like, "Oh, I'll see you Monday," but I knew for a fact, and I was telling you this on the phone earlier, that I couldn't see them bringing him up the Raw after or before the payback. I think they need to save him for the pay-per-view to get more buys and more interest. Like, okay, well, shit, there's Balor. Anything can happen, like, and if you've already done the matches where he lost, the belt, there's no reason to stay in NXT. Yeah, I'm actually
Yeah,
interested
we
to
can
see
see
that.
that on
But
Wednesday.
there's no reason for him to be
Oh, it
there
looks
any longer.
good.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, bring him up. And if you're gonna do it, and right now the belt is around Reigns, the Bullet Club's all around there. There's the best time to bring him in. I'm not sure if he's gonna like say, okay, say this. Say they have AJ and Reigns. The referee gets knocked out. Bullet Club comes down there to help out AJ. You know what I mean? And then the Usos come out to try to take them out. Then all of a sudden, Balor comes out, and then he can figure out what they want to do. If he's gonna like say they say that like the Bullet Club gets in the ring, but they don't attack Reigns yet. The Usos come out to beat him up, and then all of a sudden Balor comes out and just straight clocks AJ, and then Roman hits a spear, and then you have Gallows, Anderson, and Balor leave the ring like they're like talking shit or standing over AJ and then leave the ring. Then you'd have those three together, and AJ is going to be trying to face them.
Which is probably a better thing to have happen. So that's most likely something that's very highly probable in the cards.
So we have Miz versus
I see
Cesaro in the
Cesaro winning
Continental title.
this, unless Maurice gets a DQ for the Miz, because the Miz is just there to hold a belt. He was just there for somebody else because Zack Ryder's a good guy. Cesaro's a good guy. They want him to beat a heel. He's just a transitional champion. I think Cesaro beats Miz.
Okay,
And that
so
also
we're
makes the fans
unanimous on
happy when Roman
Cesaro.
wins. So at least they have one guy they like with a belt.
Woo! Oh,
Yeah.
well, everybody else sucks donkey dicks.
Oh
Sami
man, I
Zayn,
don't see this
Kevin
ending
Owens.
with this match.
No, this is.
I
We're
see
going
this
to do
leading
this
up to
for a long
SummerSlam
time.
and then having like some crazy stipulation match like steel cage or hell in a cell or no holds barred, something.
Oh my god! I
Yeah,
would
it
love to
makes
see
the
those two
most
in a Hell in a
sense.
Cell match.
They're rivals for life.
But the thing is, like, once they do the big brawl, we have to wait like a couple of
Yeah,
years before we
but
get to
that's
do
a
it
good
again.
way to like introduce Sami Zayn to a real good feud. They both know each other so well. They probably know each other better than they know themselves in the ring. Like they've been wrestling each other so many times. That's going to be. I
Oh
think that
yeah,
would be the match of the night, to be honest, because they know each other so well. I think with this
yeah.
one, and I'm only going this because I think it's going to go longer. I think Sami Zayn's going to win in the long run, but I think Owens wins this one, and then the next one will go to Zayn, and then they'll have a rubber match at SummerSlam.
Sounds about right.
What's
Extreme
after
Rules is
that?
the next pay per view, so
Is it?
I
That
think
doesn't seem right.
SummerSlam. Dude,
Yeah, Money in the Bank's in July because it's always
it
around my
might be Money
birthday.
in the Bank. Then be Money in the Bank, or what's it? Next month is May 1st. They knock a pay per view
Yeah,
right
first
out the
day of May is
first
Payback.
day. Uh, first day of May. So you have all of May is Payback. Then you would have Extreme Rules in June. July would be Money in the
Isn't
Bank.
there a pay per view before
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam though? After Money
So
in the Bank, I think. Cause I think.
yeah,
Well,
NXT
yeah, but
Takeover.
I think if I'm not mistaken, isn't I guess July Money in the Bank, and then August would be SummerSlam. Yeah, because August is usually when SummerSlam is. So yeah, you got a few things going on
Yeah,
before
because
then.
Yeah. Okay. So Kevin Owens, Charlotte,
Um,
Natty.
I'm gonna go with Charlotte. I don't know why, but I think Charlotte's gonna pull it out. It'd be nice to give Natalya the belt after so many years of not having it. I mean, she's had it once, right, back in the day. Yeah, I mean, but she deserves it. She's been in
Way
the
long
company
time
so
ago.
long. But at the same time, they're trying to do this Diva Revolution or whatever crap with the new women's title. Don't you want to kind of have more of the new blood in there?
But I think Natty's there to put somebody over. But I mean, it doesn't make sense for her to beat Charlotte. I mean, I want Natty to get it, and I want her to have that belt in what
Yeah.
they're now dubbing the new era of WWE. Great. Glad it's not the PG era. Now we're in the new
Yeah.
era. We're a shoe brand.
Well, actually, New Era is a hat company.
Um, whatever.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
and your
know.
cassette tapes.
Old man, leave me alone.
Hey, cassette tapes are awesome.
Fuck you.
Uh, yeah.
8 tracks now,
Um.
son.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Owens with this one. See, this is perfect though, because then Owens will win this one, Zayn will win the next one, then they'll have Money in the Bank, and then they can have whoever wants to win that. It could be Zayn or Owens, and then one of them get jealous and like, okay, I'm gonna face you for that at SummerSlam.
You mean one of them
Yeah,
wins the briefcase and they put the briefcase on the line? Be fair. All right, so we did Charlotte Natty.
fuck.
Vaudevillains, Enzo and
Um,
Cass.
this one's kind of a. I like them
We all
both.
know
You know
who
what I
we
mean? I
want
think
to
Enzo and
win.
Kaz are more entertaining, but I like the Vaudevillains too. Like I said, Um, it's English and Gotch. I like Gotch a lot. You mean even though English was really good on the mic tonight, I thought he was hilarious. You mean in a very dry way, he was funny to me. But yeah, but I like Gotch. I think Gotch is a
That's
good
their
wrestler.
gimmick.
So I'm gonna go
Gotch.
with the Vaudevillains just for the shirt, just because I think they need a
All
heel team to
right.
face the New Day.
That is true. They do need a heel team, but I feel like the belts
If
need
they
to come
do it, it should
off
be
the New
someone
Day
else
right now.
besides the Vaudevillains, though. You mean I think the Bullet Club can do it because they're big dudes. They look believable, and I think if Enzo and Kaz did it, they'd be entertaining. So you don't lose the entertainment factor.
Yeah, and that's. I mean, Amanda and I both picked Enzo and Cash. She is all kinds of in love with Enzo, and damn, dude, I wish I could
That
run
was
in
a
my
good
own
line.
arms,
That was a good
but
line.
that's impossible. Fuck! I just
Yeah,
knocked some off my counters.
I know it's
I
funny.
hope you
Enzo
write your
always
own
has
material,
something I really
Enzo.
want to like make a sample out of every week. Like if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be here. Nah, no, my parents got it on. Like that was hilarious. Like that was funny. How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, so but dude, the fans,
How
you
you doing?
mean I guess Hartford is one of those smart crowds or whatever, but they were all about Enzo and Kaz. They were all about it. Like people seem to
Yeah,
know them. Yeah,
over
yeah.
the New
Over the New
Day,
Day. A lot of people are getting sick of the
louder
New
than
Day
the New
though. You mean
Day.
I still think they're hilarious, but a lot of people are getting really tired of the New Day's gimmick, which sucks.
Well, it's kind of like they're
Yeah.
coming. Their promos aren't as long anymore. They're coming out and kind of doing the same spiel. I think it's time that they were to take a step back or
Yeah.
maybe go heel again
Well,
and
they
start
tried to,
talking
and the fans
down the
still loved
crowd.
them.
Just that's the thing is like just take the Mick Foley route and just do like the driest,
Oh my God, Mick Foley's
lamest
funny.
jokes. Exactly. Just bring it. But I don't know. I hope the Vaudevillains Enzo Cass match is good because I feel like people want to like the Vaudevillains because they're striking. Like they look cool, and their entrance is cool, and their idea is cool. But
It's such an
damn, you got to sell it,
it's
and
such an early
it's a
'90s
tough
gimmick.
thing to sell.
You know what I mean? When you see it, it's just like, wow, like this is something you'd expect like Doink the Clown to come in or, somebody.
Dude,
Oh, that big ass sign, that
Doink
was
was there
great.
last
All
tonight.
those signs were cool. Have you noticed they were gone
Dude,
at the
people
end of
doing
the
the
night
fat
though? I'm sure
heads.
WWE took that shit, which is a shame.
They can't
They can
take
take
him, and
them.
they can
They
tell
can
us
definitely take them.
stop, put
They
him
do it
up.
all the time.
But
Yeah, they do it all the time.
really,
It's like you in
that's not
Disneyland,
cool, dude.
man.
Don't take my
I mean, they
sign.
have the right to do that shit. You can't come in looking fool. Yeah, dude.
Do not
WWE
dress up.
Anti-Fun
Don't have
League.
fun.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the Vaudevillains to win this.
Okay.
I think just because
McMahon
it's been rumored
decision.
for a while now, I think they're gonna do the brand split. Yeah,
He's gonna give
because I think
one
he's just like,
SmackDown,
Shane's been
one
doing a
Raw.
good job. He surprised me. Let's keep it going. You guys, you get NXT and blah blah blah. And this is where your idea came in earlier today, which I think is great. They should build it up all the way to Survivor Series, and I'll let you fucking tell your idea, so I don't fucking hack you. But fucking go ahead, tell me what you think.
Well, we got to build the Survivor Series. They make the team. Shane picks the that one wonderful wild card, the Zig Man. Ziggler's gonna eliminate a bunch of people, gonna have it down, and then he turns on the last partner, which
That
would
would be
probably be
funny.
John Cena, and puts the Authority back in
The same
power
guy who
for
took
some
him out at Survivor
godly reason.
Series 2 years ago. Yep, gets him back in.
I think it'd be good, or people just be really pissed
Yeah,
off, and
it
it'll
could
be
be
AJ
anyway, man.
Styles.
Like, I think they do need to make a cool like team to actually have for Survivor Series for Team Shane versus Team Authority, and I can see that happening. I can
Shane
see
for
Ziggler
Team
doing that because they need
Authority.
to do something with him besides getting fucked up by Corbin. I mean, which he got some payback on Corbin tonight, but not much. Corbin just like fucking got out of there. He's like, fuck this, I'm out.
Dude,
Yeah,
Corbin
he used that
pulled
football
it. He's
speed.
like, nope. Dude, but wait,
Yeah, we got to see him in the ring, not to
Damian
see him
Sandow.
wrestle. Like,
He got the wave. I was like, yeah, Damian Sandow. Wait, he's gonna die by Baron Corbin.
what
Oh,
happened?
Dolph
What
Ziggler. And
happened?
wait, no,
No, I was switching
no
back from the
commercial.
Blackhawk
Fuck.
and Blues game, and congratulations to the Blues. I mean, I wanted the Blackhawks to win. I was going for it, but it
Just
was still a great series. But I was switching back, and all of a sudden, Raw was back on. Like I flipped back the perfect time, and Damian Sandow in the ring. I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! Like, let's go, Damian Sandow!" Just not to even have a match. It's like, oh, wah, wah, kicking the dick.
nothing.
That should be
Undertaker
it. Like
shows
whenever
up,
like
kicks you
something
in the dick, and
wonky happens,
leaves.
Undertaker comes and just
So
kicks you in the dick.
hear the gong, the lights go out, lights come
Yeah.
on, he kicks you in the dick, gone.
Yeah,
That'd
it
be
would
the
suck. I wouldn't
worst
want to get kicked in the dick
ever.
by the Undertaker. That would be no fun. So
Very
what's
long legs
going
to get
on with
kicked in the dick
Lesnar?
by.
Like he beat Ambrose and he's been gone ever since. Not even a word from anybody about it.
No one's challenging him, so he's gonna go kill some shit up in Canada. Probably go fishing, hang out with some sable,
Eat
get
Paul
bigger,
Heyman.
eat Paul Heyman. I don't know. Brock Lesnar just seems to show up,
Has
beat
Heyman
somebody
even been
up, and
back since
leave. I mean,
WrestleMania?
there's no point for Heyman to be back. He'll show up if they're like in Chicago, or
Maybe.
maybe he'll be a payback. There's some payback. I mean, unfortunately, with Wyatt getting hurt, I think it really fucked up
Yeah,
this
I could
card.
see that.
Because I heard today League of Nations will be breaking up.
We can
The boy band
finally, as soon as the League
is
of
over.
Nations in the dumpster, we can finally get pints of potatoes going. Yep, you get Becky
Dude, pints
Lynch.
of
Becky Lynch is going to
potatoes.
team up with
It's
Sheamus,
gonna happen.
and Balor's going to come up, and he's going to
Without
join him.
Balor,
Finley's going to say, you know what, we'll make a crew. There you go. Yep, and all of a sudden, Hornswoggle's coming back from wherever the fuck he's been, and you got pints of potatoes. They're back.
Dude, pints of
Yeah,
potatoes versus
Bullet
the
Club
Bullet
versus the Pints
Club.
of Potato Club. Then you got to bring in the Vacation Club like we talked about last week.
Oh
Epico and
yeah,
Primo.
gotta get Carlito
Get Rosa
and
Mendez when she's not
Epico
pregnant. Oh, I guess she already had the
Primo.
baby. So Rosa Mendez come back. Yeah, she had a baby
No,
with your favorite
she had a baby. She come back.
with your favorite
Now you gotta get
guy. She had a baby with your
Fandango.
favorite dude.
Oh,
Yeah, you're definitely not about that.
horrible. I miss Total Divas, but I
Yeah,
do
well, I don't think
not
he's gonna be on
miss
next
that
season.
guy.
I have no problem with him. You know what I mean? He seems like fucking a stoner almost. Like, but he's like he has like no emotion. Like, yeah, well, I love you, babe. Satan, I don't like religion.
Yeah, no religion.
Look,
Satan, no religion.
yeah. I
Listen to
know so
good
much about
boy.
not knowing anything about religion. Because, like, dude, you're telling me like all the stuff that you were doing, like, I mean, all the stuff that you researched, you probably know a lot more about Satanism than he does. Yeah, it's
Yeah, but
not
I'm not
the
going to go into that
forum
here.
for it. Yeah.
That's not my demographic
Um.
right now.
Yeah.
Smoke, crack, worship fake
It seems
kids.
like, you know, I mean, it's almost like how Slipknot is to metal. It's like, I'm that evil. No, you're not. Yeah.
I'm so evil.
Yeah.
You bought this shit at Hot Top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't lie. I drink
Yeah, it's
Newport. That is
fucking grape
grape
juice. Shut up.
juice.
All right. Well, enough bashing whatever, you know, fake Satanists or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the
Uh,
fuck his name is.
yeah.
Satan people. Don't be a fake Satan person.
Bl-
Believe in the devil. And in
Yeah.
that, we should believe in Y2J. For he is our savior of scarves and $1,500 boots that you
And
buy at separate prices
And he
of
also keeps Bon
$750.
Jovi's memory going. Because I forget about Bon Jovi all the time. Besides when I hear
Yeah,
Dead or Alive,
I forget
Dead
about.
or Alive.
I was gonna say Jericho's just shot through the
He does
heart and
give
it's
love
too
a bad
late.
name. Yeah,
He
yeah,
gives everything a bad
yeah.
name and style. So he's gonna fight Dean Ambrose.
Jobber,
Crazy Dean Ambrose. He
Jobber
seems
Dean
so.
Ambrose.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
seems
well, I mean,
bored
what
right
else are they
now.
doing with him? Two fucking jobs out, and he gets wins every once in a while, but when it comes to big matches, he loses. It's kind of lame. But yeah. Hey, AJ
He
did.
loses to
AJ lost to
Jericho.
Jericho.
Yeah, why the fuck would you want to lose? Like, so who are you gonna pick to
Ambrose.
win? Y2J versus Dean Ambrose.
Jericho got the win on WrestleMania. I think Ambrose
I
gets the
picked
win here.
Jericho. Most likely you're gonna be right, but I want to hope that I'm wrong and Dean Ambrose just gets jobbed out
Yeah,
again.
I've
Everyone's
lost
like,
a
"What
lot of
the
interest in
fuck?"
Dean Ambrose. He's funny every once in a while, but it's just like he's not crazy crazy. He's just like, oh, yeah, I
He's
slipped on a
PG
banana
crazy.
peel. I'm so crazy. Like, it's like, come on, man, you're not that nuts. I mean, you're just there at this point.
Let's see, and then we have our Boo event. AJ Styles,
I
Roman
think
Reigns
Roman
for the
keeps
title.
it. I think something wonky's gonna happen, but I definitely think Roman's gonna keep it. He just got it. All of his other reigns have been really short, so I think he'll actually come out somehow with a DQ or a win, or someone will distract AJ. He'll hit the spear. Something's gonna happen, but Roman's gonna win.
Yeah, I went with
Yeah.
AJ.
Is there other? You said there
You're
was
going Roman,
like 10
okay?
matches. Like, what else did we miss? Okay.
All right, so hold on, I'll give you the count. Ryback Kalisto 1, Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin 2, Cesaro and The Miz 3, Y2J Ambrose 4, AJ Roman Reigns 5, Enzo and Cass Vaudevillain 6, Natty and Charlotte 7, Sami Zayn Kevin
8.
Owens, that's 8. Fuck, I'm
Well,
stoned.
that's not even a
And the
match
grand
though.
decision 9. So sorry,
There were
9
8.
matches. I was. It's still a segment,
Okay,
dude.
what
You
about
got to
all the
think they got to
Subway
eat up in
commercials they're
3
gonna have
fucking hours.
backstage? I know.
What's Titus
I
O'Neil gonna
finish
sell now,
everything.
dude? Like,
Yeah.
I feel
Well,
like that's a worse punishment
hopefully he's
than being suspended. Like, I get it, getting
yeah. Well,
paid, but
hopefully he's finished touching Vince McMahon, so he
all
doesn't get
right,
suspended again.
Jesus, he's like, I'm never
Yeah.
even. I'm not even gonna buy you a Christmas
Yeah.
card this
Serious.
year.
Vince
I
is
don't want to
just
get suspended.
anti-love. I'm not gonna let you hug me. Don't touch me.
You
What?
want to know what I'm really excited for Payback?
Yeah, that does look funny. I'm gonna check it
Camp
out. I will
WWE.
definitely do a review.
I'm gonna get so
Yeah, I
baked
definitely want to do
and
a
watch
review on
that
it next
show.
Monday, so that'd be cool. we'll do next Tuesday will be a pretty long show for us. We got to do all of Payback and all of Raw and Camp WWE. So it'll be a fun little good episode.
Oh,
We're
fuck.
not doing 2
I'm
hours. That
not
was
doing
because of
2 times.
WrestleMania, NXT, and all that shit. No, it'll be like an hour and a half at most. Normal times. We're gonna try to rush through it.
We'll just break it up next
Yeah,
time. We'll just do each one
yeah.
that
You got
night.
pretty
I
drunk,
just won't get
so
so hammered. I
all
got
right.
blitzed on WrestleMania. It was a bad idea. I really have to rewatch. I still
Oh
have not
man, I
rewatched
don't know if I could
WrestleMania.
rewatch WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, do I
You
want to sit
mean?
through that again? I don't remember. I feel like I need to watch the Undertaker Shane match because I don't remember
Oh, okay. You mean
dog
like
shit worth
it
of
was
it.
cool. It was all right match. You mean that's all
I
you
saw
really
the
needed
big
to see,
bump. I
to
was
be
like,
honest.
oh, no.
Shane did his RVD Van Terminator thing. He jumps across the ring. Or did he do it then, or no? I'm not sure if he did it to
Toast.
Undertaker. Did he? Okay. Okay, because I know he did it
Yeah, he
on
did it.
Raw one
He
day.
blasted the Undertaker with it.
Um,
Yeah, he killed the
yeah,
Undertaker with a bunch of stuff, if I remember right. But
yeah, he
he
lost.
still
He
lost that match,
basically
right?
he killed himself,
Because
and that's how he
I
lost. He
don't
killed
get
himself
why
off
the
the
fuck
cage,
he's still
got
here.
tossed in, got tombstoned. It was over. Um, yeah. But no,
So, but you
the
know,
3-way match was really cool between the women, and the ladder match was cool, but everything else, and very forgettable for WrestleMania. All right, let's jump into
yeah,
Raw really quick.
um,
Yeah,
yeah, we're
dude.
getting those pints and potatoes on
They
Raw.
started off with the memorial shot of Chyna, which I thought that was going to be the only thing they did for her, and I was going to get really pissed. But they actually gave her a memorial later, so they did the picture. Then out later on, like when the whole show starts, you get Shane coming out, and then Stephanie comes out and talks shit to him, like, "Yeah, this is you're gonna be gone. This is your last night." Blah blah blah. And Shane, being very confident, was like, "Oh yeah, but guess what? This is my last night. If it is, I will figure it out on Sunday. But this is my building for the night, so I'm asking you kindly to get out of the ring. I'm not going anywhere, Shane." It's like, okay, that's fine. I'm getting security. She gets butthurt. She does her Stephanie McMahon slap to one of the security guards. And yeah, what's
Everybody's
better,
good
her
as Shane's
slaps or his punches?
punches.
I'm gonna go her slaps because she actually hits those fuckers. Yeah, she actually hits people.
Her slaps, like she slaps
Yeah,
as hard as
yeah,
Shane
I'm sure,
punches.
man. She has those beastly ass arms.
Looks
Yeah.
really bad.
What looks worse, Stephanie's tits or Shane McMahon's punches? I don't know. Have you seen
Shane McMahon's
Stephanie's tits? They're like
punches.
space wider than the Grand Canyon. They're all fucking weird looking.
I
Oh,
still find
dude, don't get me
Stephanie
wrong.
McMahon a hot
I've
lady.
gotten drunk and fucked worse, man. Same with you. Same with you. And we're back to that line
Wow,
that we
and
crossed,
we're
right?
back. I don't think we've
Oh, really?
crossed the
Rest
line
in
yet. I
pieces
mean,
wasn't
we
Drew
haven't.
crossing that
I
line.
mean,
Oh, Nick. Yeah.
nope, not going there.
Yeah.
Not touching that again. Um, yeah, the only thing I'd say is like they. I don't want to go back to authority promos, man. They're fucking long. Like that's the one thing I hate the most is a long opening promo. Like set up a show, give us a reason to hate you, and move on. But like,
You
damn, dude,
guys
they
are
say the same
worthless
shit over
pieces
and
of
over again. I'm like, okay,
shit.
I got it. You're the
You
bad
guys are
guys.
so stupid. Your lies will amount to nothing. I'm the game. And that's about it. Yeah.
Glad she
I'm
did the
rich.
promo, not
You're an
him.
asshole. I'm awesome. You suck. Later. Yeah. That's basically her in a nutshell.
Pretty much. I mean, but damn, dude, she can make a room hate her. Like, no problems with it. She gets down there. She doesn't even have to say anything. Just look at people and be
Boo!
like, hi.
But somehow Roman Reigns gets more booze than she
Boo.
does still.
Just raining booze.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hate him. I wonder if Vince and them just laugh in the back like, dude, I don't get it.
Well, it's
They
because they're
turned
shoving
on
him
us
down their
on this
throats and
one.
no one gives a fuck about him.
Maybe we were
Again.
wrong this time.
All right. So, he sets up a match, or, not set up a match, but like they have everything going on. And then the first match he sets up is AJ Styles versus the leader,
AJ Sheamus.
the main captain of the Pints of Potatoes, Sheamus.
Pints of potatoes. Um, I mean, it was what it was. Get the crowd hot, give some big spots, do something cool, get AJ a win. See the
and
see
then
the big flashy
Gallows and
forearm.
Anderson after the end of the match comes out and claps. You know what I mean? Like, okay, they're there.
I'm kind of bummed that they did that because I really wanted their like when they finally show up, you get to see everything for the first time. Like seeing the gear right off the bat, you're like, oh, what did
Oh
I gave
man.
him a name for something. Hold on. Urban Commando Street
What?
Terrorists.
Urban
Urban Commando
Commando
Street
Street
Terrorists.
Terrorist. Okay. They get all their outfits from Urban
Yeah.
Outfitters, and they go commando, so they don't wear underwear, and they like terrorism in the streets.
No, I mean they just look like they
The
look like the
they kind of like
NWO is what it's looking like. The paint splatters, the sloppy kind of long, bigger things, more thuggish, but you can't use the word thug. It has to be stud.
and they will put China in the
Still
Hall of
irks
Fame
me
for
every
being in porn,
time.
but they use the word stud. Yeah.
At least I didn't use the word jizz lobber. I want that to be
Well,
my
I'm sure
finisher,
Amanda says
jizz
that's your
lobber.
finisher all the time. Wah, wah.
um, yeah, I like them as bad guys. They're going to be a fun thing to see as bad guys, and honestly, I think Wyatt being hurt right now is a blessing in disguise. I think having Gallows and Anderson up now without the Wyatts could
Stop
also
moving because
potentially
you
really
keep
be
messing up
fun.
your mic. Okay. Anywho,
Sorry.
I think with Gallows and Anderson, they kind of bring like legitimacy to it. They look like beasts. I mean, they're not like, oh, look at us, we're some luchador fucking like Sin Cara and Kalisto, and we're not Los Matadores, and like we're not I don't know what's another fucking team that just no one really gives the Ascension. Like no
The
one thinks they're
Ascension?
gonna win shit. But if you yeah, but then you look at
Not anymore.
Gallows and Anderson, they look like a legit fucking beastly team. The same with the Usos when they actually get featured right, they can look like they can fuck some shit up. When they had Harper and Rowan, like that was a team you think can fuck shit up. Like when you have teams like the Lucha
Yeah, they
Dragons, which
could.
I mean they're cool for what they are. I like them kind of, but yeah,
Well,
you
you
need
need your
them for
David Goliath.
sure. But at the same time, you need to have teams that look like a bunch of beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we're a little short on monsters right now.
yeah. I
So
mean,
luckily we got two new ones.
I think
Uh,
no,
the tag
no, I think
division
when they bring
is
Joe
really
up too,
weird.
it's another
Sorry.
monster
Go
they
ahead.
can use. Maybe not in the tag division, but
Oh god.
yeah,
No,
he
he is singles only. Unless they do like one of those a wonky
yeah. No,
tag
I
team to
think
win
I think
belts.
Joe will. Well, he did win the tag team thing with Balor, but I don't see him going to a tag team.
I know,
Yeah.
but wonky tag teams.
I gave the
That was a
AJ and Sheamus
one-time deal.
match 3 stars. That's my basic normal area. You know what I mean, if it's 2, that means you sucked. 1 means you're the drizzling shits. 4 means it was a good match, and 5 for me means it was excellent. But so they got a 3 star. It was cool. It was a good match. Actually, that's the first time Sheamus has looked decent in a while. I actually wasn't bored watching him.
Because he doesn't
But
have
even
a
when he
bunch
has
of
the
idiots
idiots, man,
around the
he's been
ring.
kind of fucking lackluster and boring for a long time. I think this match actually was something he could put in his resume and be like, well, look, this wasn't a shitty match. Don't look at the other matches I've had with all the other people the last few months, but look at this match. I'm actually worth something. Keeps his job. Um, then it was Roman and the Usos backstage saying, "Oh, the one can help the all can help the one." Blah 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 blah. What the fuck ever? No, I think
I
that
like
would probably
making
been better.
tacos.
Making tacos sounds a lot more better than watching this promo. Then the New Day comes out, and so did the Vaudevillains, and so did Enzo and Kaz. Enzo great on the mic once again. New Day funny as ever. Up up down down for Xavier Woods for his shirt.
Dude, I still enjoyed the New Day laughing at Enzo, going like, "Dude, this is the best." Big E, when their music hit, was just shuffling along like, "Yep." Like, if you imagine the New Day with Enzo and
That'd be
Colin
cool.
Cassidy in
That
a
would be
Survivor
really
Series
cool.
match, just that team would just mercilessly yell at you and
Yeah, because you
beat
got
you up
Kaz
the
and you
whole
got Big E,
time.
the two big muscle guys, and you got all the high flyers with the other three.
Some of the they could do. Big E and Colin Cassidy, some of their fucking
Dude,
tandem tags. Throw
could
him
you
into the big ending, just
could you imagine if
huge
Colin
slams.
Cassidy and Enzo Amore's finisher, that splash they do when he picks him up, Enzo or whatever, do it with a Big E and just slam him down, dude? That'd be the worst. That would hurt so bad. You know,
Oh my god. You get
predetermined or
Crash Holly
not,
to
dude,
take
Big
that
E
back.
crashing on you would fucking suck from that height.
Who's drawing straws for who
I'm
else to
I'm
beat
gonna say
that
Ryback. Ryback's taking
fucking
it because he's
spot?
been fucking hot
Ugh.
water. Or you know who would actually probably would you know who would take it? You know who would actually take
Ryback
it probably
beat the
just because that's the way they're looking at him. Probably Tyler Breeze. I can see Tyler Breeze taking that.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. I think he'd be the one that eats it. Yeah,
or
or
Bo
returning
Dallas.
Adam Rose. Oh yeah, if you want to fuck around, boom.
Oh yeah. I
um,
hurt you right
there's
now.
been a lot of talk with Adam Rose.
Um, yeah, I made a note.
Yeah.
Enzo is
Yeah, there's been
best
a
for
lot of talks with Adam
business.
Rose lately. The sheer fact that he says he didn't fail a drug test, he was not aware of it. You know what I mean, it was some prescribed drug, that was supposed to be cleared, and the doctor and him are pissed. But you
Okay.
mean he says he's going to come out and tell the truth, and I guess it could be career suicide supposedly. But he's been on radio silence ever since. That's like a week ago. So maybe WWE told him to fucking shut the fuck up, or you're gonna get fired.
Yeah.
Who knows? No. Yeah, you'll be
Don't do it,
fired.
dude. You'll
You'll
regret
be
it.
worse than Damien Sandow. After
Um,
that was it was the backstage segment between Gallows, Anderson, and AJ. I actually was outside getting the mail, so I didn't see this. What happened with this?
um, Renee Young was up there like asking AJ about it. Gallows and Anderson walk up, and like, Renee, can we talk to him? And he's like, dude, guys, like, what are you doing? Just And they're like, "Oh, our friendship is forever. This is forever." I'm like, dude, they're milking the "we're
Yeah.
brothers in arms," very Shield-esque, and it's just like either AJ's going heel, which I think would be a stupid move, uh, or they are going to turn on AJ with either
God, I'd be
Balor
so
or
upset if they
Roman.
do it with Roman. I've called it a while ago, but God, I'm gonna be so mad about it.
But think about it. Think about how much heat it would bring. I mean, you want him to be a heel. You
Yeah.
want a bad guy, Roman.
And
Here
if you
you
got
go.
Gallows and Anderson,
I mean, he would
yeah,
be
now actually get real heel
booed.
heat, not just I fucking watch off my TV heat. Yeah. Okay, well, oh no
He could
way.
never go out in public. People would
After
fucking
that was
throw
the
shit at him.
Usos versus Gallows and Anderson. I thought this, in my opinion, I thought this was match of the night. I thought this was great. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah, very, very fast
stiff.
for big dudes, and the match was really good in my opinion. Great opening debut match for those two. Usos look great. They look great. I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was cool.
Usos look great getting their
Yeah,
asses whipped.
and they
There
were
was
doing offense early in the
no
match. They
offense
got
in
the
that
first
match.
few things for the first couple minutes. And then after that, it was Owens and Zayn. They're like video of them being younger in wrestling and talk about their upbringing and all that shit. I mean, but I've seen this all before in NXT, so I didn't really care too much. I mean, if you haven't seen them, it makes a lot of sense to show it, but I've seen it on NXT, so whatever. After that, it was Zayn versus
Yeah,
Rusev with Lana. Lana
with Lana.
looking all like skanky as
Except
hell. I
for
mean, which is cool.
yeah, she should have come back out in the old
Yeah,
school,
I
like
think
the
she should have done that too.
actual ravishing Russian. Because they call her the Ravishing
Yeah.
Russian, but she looks like the Hollywood hooker.
The ravishing Russian to the Hollywood hooker. Oh, that was good. I like that. Yeah.
Basically what she was. And
Yeah,
you
dude.
called it
The
for
the
worst
roll up.
finish of the night.
Surprise roll up.
Five
And
roll up. Is that like a staple now? Every
well, that
TV is
no,
gonna have
Solo
a
Monster had
surprise
this
roll up
thing where
now.
the surprise roll up counter, like where like he would count how many times someone would lose in a victory roll up, or like a schoolboy or some sort. But it's mostly a surprise. Like look over here, roll up. Like he was doing a count of that for a while. But yeah, no, that happens all the time. And it's Sami Zayn won. I mean, Rusev's getting buried like a motherfucker. He's on TV and all. I mean, that's cool. So he's not really technically buried. He's not Damian Sandow. And but yeah, he's not the guy. He's never been the same after he lost to John Cena. He hasn't been the guy ever since.
I don't think it was the John Cena loss.
I'd be
I think it was the
so
Lana storyline,
fucking
the
mad if
cold
I was
fish.
Rusev. I'd be like, dude, you kind of fucked my career. But
Oh,
what are you gonna
dude.
do?
Like I could see him not wanting to be mad at
Yeah, what are you
her,
gonna do though?
but
That's your
being mad at
wife,
the
basically. That's your
situation.
fiance.
Because dude, that's fucked up. You can't like be like, yeah, you can't be like, honey, I proposed to you, but you can't tell anybody because kayfabe. So tell your mom, tell
Well,
her to
I
not
think they
tell her
could have
friend.
made it less obvious. They didn't have to take
I'm
a picture
engaged,
in
but we're
bed with a
totally
wedding ring
engaged.
when they are in the middle of a storyline. Tell your friends and family. Yeah.
She took a picture in bed.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought there was a
It was
picture of
just a
them
picture
laying
of
in
her
bed together
hand.
and her showing her ring off. Oh, okay.
I think there was one later after, but the
Yeah, but
initial
why
picture
do
was
that?
just her hand with the ring on it.
Well, yeah, but
But
people
people
knew
knew that
that.
they were dating.
People knew
Because
that.
she's
But
fucking
why do you
your
have
wife.
your WWE Twitter and you're the one throwing it on there? You could have waited for that. Tell your friends and family if they get it, they leak it, whatever. It's someone else. It's not you doing it. It's not you basically spitting right in WWE's face after they're giving you such a fat paycheck. I don't know.
But so you consider that
Yeah, I think it is.
spitting
They're
in someone's
fucking
face,
and
though.
they.
So if any sort of Twitter, okay, but so the Young Bucks, let's use the Twitter call outs then.
Okay.
Twitter screwed Lana and Rusev, right? That basically brought up a lot of issues. Now you have a team like the Young Bucks deliberately calling out the New Day, calling out a WWE product, using
Mhm.
WWE products within their promotion, and it's basically, if you were to think about it, if they were writing a paper, it's all plagiarism or
Well, I think they want
flatterist
them there, so they're not going to try to
writing.
sue them. I think they want the Young Bucks and probably Kenny Omega at some point. But you see, it's a totally different game, though. See, Lana is a fucking employee of WWE. They've invested a lot of time and money in her and Rusev, and all the whole storyline that they've been building for weeks and weeks. All of a sudden, nope. Look at this ring on my finger. Fuck you. With the Young Bucks, it's just like, hey, we're indie wrestlers. We can do what the fuck we want, dude. Like, if we want to make fun of you guys, we can. If we want to steal your ideas with the whole suck it and the whole, too sweet thing, they can do that. They're not employed by WWE. Like right now, for your company, you couldn't be like, oh yeah, guess what, company? Fuck you, blah, 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 blah. But if you went to another store and you don't work for them, you can tell them to fuck off. Who gives a shit? And they'll tell you to leave their building, but you're not going to get fired from the place that you don't work at. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just
It's
think
true.
Lana works for them and she should
Okay.
follow the fucking guidelines and not be a fucking moron.
So do you think
Yeah.
that she should have two Twitter accounts for a personal
Uh,
and
what I think she should do.
you realize that her
Yeah, but I
name would
think what I
still
think
get
she
linked to
should do
her
is just
thing?
tell her friends and family, don't take any pictures until the storyline was over. It wasn't like that storyline was going to go on forever. They could, I think it was like maybe 2 weeks till the pay per view where they could actually had
No.
her like fuck over Ziggler, and then that storyline could have been over. Then show your ring. She killed that fucking storyline dead in the water.
Yep. That storyline was dead before she got to it. She just made sure
Yeah,
she
and
shot the
there's the
fucking
horse. It's
oxygen tank.
dead, and then she got a steel toe
Ah,
boot on
you
it,
son
kicked it
of
in
a
the face.
bitch.
Like, and there was no need for it, but she did it anyway. That thing died quickly, and Russo's never been the same. But that's my opinion. But we'll see. Um,
But you said Russo after John Cena.
yeah, I
I
still think
said
Cena
the
was the
Lana.
biggest thing because he started losing matches after that. Yeah, but
Well, he has to
not
at
the
some
same
point.
ways that he has been. Like that roll up was ridiculous. If he would have beat him with something else, but I guess it keeps him looking strong because the roll up doesn't make him look weak. It makes him look like he's an idiot, but it doesn't make him look weak. Um, but like he was not losing to anybody. He was fucking everybody up, and all of a sudden now he's losing in roll ups. I just don't think him as a believable character much anymore. I, well, yeah, but
It's
dude, there's
professional
certain
wrestling, dude.
people you got to make look strong to actually keep them the way they are. If you start burying people, you're going to start taking people less seriously. Look at the
You,
Wyatt family. They lose all these matches. It's hard to take them as seriously as you did when they first came out.
true. Uh, Speaking
Oh
of the
yeah, when
Wyatt
he's
family,
reading
did
the
you see
book.
that Edge and Christian commercial?
Yeah,
Bray
I'm
Wyatt
actually going
reading
to check
fairy
that out at some
tales
point,
or
either
bedtime
tonight or tomorrow.
stories.
I really like the Eddie Christian shows.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
no,
four
that
episodes. I
show's
don't
grown
know if
on me.
he's
I
on
actually
there,
like that. A
but
lot of the shows they have on WWE Network right now are actually pretty good. There's some shitty ones, but there's some pretty cool ones like Edge and Christian, Table for Three. Even the Stone Cold podcast, even though it's ride along's cool.
right along.
Breaking Ground is great. I like Breaking Ground. Yeah, they have a lot of good shows on there. And it's only getting better, especially with Camp WWE coming in. I think that's gonna be funny.
Yeah, they're gonna get to put all the adult humor that they weren't able to do into that show.
Yeah,
Why?
and
Because it's a
it's on their network.
fucking
It's not like
cartoon.
it's on TV for everybody. It's something you have to buy yourself to look for. It's not like, oh, I'm flipping through the channels. Oh, little Timmy, what did you find? No,
I
I
wonder
don't
if
know
it's
what it's
gonna
gonna
be
be.
a
We'll have to
TVMA.
check it out when it comes out next Sunday. So that's what I mean this Sunday. Well, today's
No, this
fucking Monday.
Sunday.
It seems like so far away, but yeah, next on this Sunday coming up. So after that, they had Apollo Crews backstage with Stardust. He calls him Cody, and also said he got his name from his dad, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, saying that's where he got Apollo from. And Stardust even says how great Dusty is, but Apollo Crews is basically going to lose to Stardust. Next, so they have their match. Apollo Crews wins. Basically, here's what I think about Apollo Crews. I've said it before. I like him. I think he's a great wrestler, but he has no fucking personality. I don't know what they're going to do with him. They keep putting him with random squash matches.
Nope.
I don't understand what they're going to do with Apollo Crews, and I think they need to figure out a storyline for him quickly before he dies in the water.
Well, I think they're trying to see if the crowd. Yeah, I think they're trying to see if the crowd buys
Nobody
into
does
him,
yet.
and no one cares. He's a big dude that does cool moves. He's
Yeah.
flashy. He's like a big
Big
Billy
black
Kidman.
Billy Kidman.
Big black Billy Kidman. But he's
Yeah, he's
he's a
amazing.
great wrestler. He's
Yeah, he's
great in
not
the
bad.
ring. He's okay on the mic. I wish he would just be the
Not even that.
cocky
Like they can make him
heel.
a baby face, like a pure baby face, but just give him a storyline. Give him something. We don't know anything about him besides he's a good wrestler. I mean,
You know what? I bet you they're gonna do. I got it. Ryback will win that belt.
that's not a bad idea. That's not a
It'll
bad
go after
idea.
Ryback.
Or the other way. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Then they could put.
Okay, I was saying,
No, go with
after
yours.
Ziggler loses to Corbin, act like Corbin just keeps taking people out, and then Apollo Crews comes out to face Corbin and have a rematch from when they had that on Takeover. It wasn't bad.
I don't want to see that
It wasn't
again.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't great. It was what it was. I don't like beef on beef matches unless it's like oh here's your Lucha Underground because my TV's been lame. But you get the Mil Muertes Matanza. Watch it. 11 minutes of meat on meat destruction. It's like cows just beating the fuck out of each other, and then they both die.
I'll check it out since I do have the El Rey network. I'm just lazy and. It sucks because I really want to get into Lucha Underground, but
Yeah,
dude, whenever I do, I'll see something really cool and I'll watch it for a while, and then I'll see something I just totally can't get into, like some of the backstage stuff. Like I know all the camera angles and all this stuff is really cool looking, but some of the shit I just can't get into. It's just I don't know. It sucks. Maybe I'm just a purist and I just think like I want wrestling to be a certain way because I like stuff like Ring of Honor, I like New Japan, I like like NXT, but when it comes down to like weird shit like, oh, they killed somebody, or this girl's gonna fight this guy who's 10 times bigger than her, and it's like I just can't get into it. Yeah, I just can't really get into it. You mean
And
like
win.
I try to sit there and watch it, and maybe I just got to like really sit there and push through the stuff I don't like. But I mean, Lucha Underground is cool, and I think there's a lot of really great qualities. It just some of the other qualities I haven't really sunk my teeth into yet. Hmm. What's after the Apollo Crews match? Oh, Ambrose and Y2J in the ring. Ambrose attacks him. Whatever, no big deal. They just talk shit and they fight. Jericho, I like Jericho's vernacular with saying, "You stupid idiot." Like he doesn't call him anything horrible, just like really like schoolyard insults. And I think that's a pretty funny way of going about it, even though his vocabulary is so immense. Yeah, so I like how like they're doing that whole thing. We had some technical difficulties a second ago, people. Sorry about that. But going back to Y2J and Ambrose, I think it's cool that Ambrose kind of like him and Jericho can have a good match. I could see it, and I like how Jericho has the way he's talking to Ambrose. Using the schoolyard, vernacular, like calling him a stupid idiot and telling people to shut up.
Being a schoolyard bully.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm better than you. You're just a piece of shit, basically. Just basic wrestling. Just talking shit. Like it's an old school kind of feud to it, in my opinion. And I think it's going to be a good match. I see Ambrose winning that though.
Well, he needs a win. He keeps losing.
Yeah, he does. After Ambrose and Y2J was Evil Emma versus Natty.
All 2 minutes of it, like the finish, just whatever.
Yeah, my dad was saying Emma looks all kinds of good.
She was what? Sorry.
She looking all kinds of good.
She looks great.
Yeah, she looks a lot better than when she had the whole Down syndrome thing rocking. Yeah, so that
Worse together. At least they say that like she had the other gimmick while they were talking about her when she was coming down. They were kind of like, yeah, she used to be quirky and weird. Now she's a bitch.
Yeah. After that, they had the video to remember Chyna. The tribute I think it was well done. I think it was good. So,
it was tasteful. The only thing I can think about is like how many times they teetered around her name and like all the positive comments and her holding the belt up. And I'm sure X-Pac is sitting there and a couple other people are sitting there kind of with a really sour taste in their mouth from it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then after that, Damien Sandow spotting. We see him. He's there. Not for long, but he's there.
Seconds.
Yeah, we say hi to Damien Sandow, and then Corbin comes out. Ziggler attacks him, and that's basically that. Man, last week I was coughing. This week you're coughing.
Yeah, we had allergy issues around the house today.
Yeah, I have that issue too. After that, we had Maurice and The Miz talking shit about Cesaro and how he's such a movie star and how he's going to basically bang Maurice, and that's his only fan, and all that good shit. Cesaro comes out to, rebuttal. Nothing crazy. He hits the uppercut on The Miz when he pretends to leave the ring. And that was basically it. There wasn't anything too great about that. And then the last part was the last match.
The Miz promos with him doing the movie stuff, I kind of like because you just hate him.
And
And
I
it's
like
giving
his role.
Cesaro, but it's giving Cesaro a way to learn how to do the punches inside promos.
Yeah.
Like he's like, when he finishes, like, do you feel lucky, Pong?
Yeah.
Well, that made my day. I was like, yeah, there we go. Now it's starting to get there because like his accent screws him.
Yeah, it does.
I was just like, oof.
Yeah, it's a little rough sometimes. You want to hear something funny? I've never seen the movie until a couple nights ago, and if I have, it was like when I was a kid. I actually saw Taxi Driver. I fucking.
It's a fucking dark movie.
Like it's. I don't want to say it's overrated, but I was expecting something different.
Watch Cape Fear. It's better.
Which one?
Cape Fear.
Cape Fear.
You want to see De Niro being a fucking creeper? That's the Bray Wyatt movie.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Well, really more Waylon Mercy.
Yeah, where a lot of his influence comes from.
Yeah, that's basic. Like literally, that's where they ripped the character right off of is Max Caddy.
You know what it is? It kind of reminds me of a mix of him and Jake the Snake Roberts almost.
Oh yeah, well Jake's delivery, his rasp, his sleaziness, his. There's nothing. Wyatt is going to be one of those characters that will actually go down in lore, and I think he will have a career as long as he can stay healthy
Yeah,
for a very long time. Even if he's just losing, he's just the way he looks, the way he carries himself, just being in that environment. They're never. I mean, you're never going to be the Undertaker. That is something that is the era of wrestling that we have all grown to love and cherish. Has created these people. These are the fans. You actually are seeing us go and do this now. The fans are finally coming back out of the world. The nerdy kids that got beat up for liking wrestling and then learned how to fucking beat other people up wrestling, Gable. You have something that's really interesting to watch now. Now, granted, yes, is it not as violent as what we had? No, we're not going to get barbed wire baseball. Well, we are, but no one's going to use it. You just, it's not what we grew up on. It's our kids' version in two ways. It's our kids, some of us that have children.
Me.
And yeah, you. I don't. I am a child.
Yeah, you're very, very much a man child.
I am a man child. It is the best thing in the world.
Very spoiled. Ladies. Spoiled man child.
Yep. I'm a pretty princess.
Yeah, you are.
It's the greatest thing in the world.
You're telling me about your princess throne earlier.
You have a princess throne.
You do.
We're gonna leave that off the internet.
What'd you think of the last match of the night of Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio?
I thought that Alberto Del Rio has a full head of hair.
Yeah.
The only thing I noticed in that match, like, oh, Alberto Del Rio has hair.
So does Roman Reigns.
Del Rio didn't have hair when he was in League of Nations. It was short. Now it's all like long and darker and greasier looking. It was like they went to Europe and he came back with a full mane.
Maybe he's going back to how he was when he came out with Ricardo Rodriguez. Yeah, Ricardo.
Yeah, I think that was the better. He needs to bring back the scarf and the fancy cars.
It just sucks because I think Ricardo buried himself so much talking all that shit. I don't think they'll bring him back.
No, he's oopsies. Oopsies.
So before we close this off, what was your grade of Raw?
I'd say 3 chicken wings. It was a good go home. It got everything set up. We know all the matches. All the belts are on the line. You know, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. It was what a Raw should be. It's the continuation of the story. It's like buying comics. You know, we have the Raw after WrestleMania. Huge things happen. It's the new arc, the new era, our Arc of the Coven. Man, that's what it should do. You know, now we've had our build-ups, our travels, a couple of little things happen in the middle, a big deal happen outside of it that affects this world. You know, it's been a weird couple of weeks for Raw and SmackDown and within the universe that what is wrestling in the WWE. Since it's the WWE universe, it's like DC fucking comic books up in there. Nothing makes sense, and Stardust is the Joker. I can't wait. He should totally just lose it and just turn into the Joker. Rhodes Cody.
I think Sting will get pretty pissed off about that.
Fuck Sting. He didn't create it.
Yeah. Keith Ledger be rolling in his grave. Yeah.
Mark Hamill's a better Joker than fucking Sting.
Yeah.
Sting is a character.
Yeah, he wanted to change it up, and he kind of went with a weird gimmick on that, but whatever.
He just wanted to use the baseball bat.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to get into before we wrap this up?
I don't know.
I think that's we talked about Prince. Okay, well, let's do, before we leave, let's say, what's your favorite Prince song?
Oh, well, when I took off my wife's garter belt at our wedding, it was Darling Nikki, and I rolled around on the floor and humped the air a lot, so...
Oh, wowzers. That sounds like a shit
Darling
show.
Nikki's got some good vibes to it.
Yeah.
We can all say Purple Rain. Thieves in the Temple, I don't know. Prince, something that was interesting to me.
Yeah, I would say my favorite song by Prince is Computer Blue.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that's my favorite. It's a good one. Yep.
Yeah.
I've had a 1999
on the big screen last night.
That's really cool. I just watched it at home.
Dude, Purple Rain on the big screen is life altering.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to try that one of these days. See if I can find somewhere that plays it.
Today marks the 30th anniversary, or this year is the 30th anniversary, I believe, of the movie Alien.
Oh
Today
yeah.
is 426, which is
Mm-hmm.
planet that they go to called LV 426. So happy Alien Day, folks.
Oh my god. Nerd fact of the night.
Dude, we're talking about wrestling for an hour and
That's a good
30
point.
minutes.
That's an excellent. Yeah,
Nerd fact
excellent
of the
point.
night.
Yeah, everything is the word, the nerd thing of the night.
Fuck.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I guess with that being said, follow us on Facebook, the Wrestling Gremlins Podcast. Same with Twitter, and also find us on Mixcloud and YouTube, all under the Wrestling Gremlin Podcast. Nick, you have a great night. I will call you tomorrow, and have a good night, everybody. Good evening. Night.